everybody, welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to this week's video. I hope you're all doing really well this week. It's getting very autumnal, isn't it? Oh my goodness, happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you're all well. I've had a really busy week, but I've had a very busy week of, I would say, normal day-to-day stuff and not a hell of a lot of productivity, I would say. Really, I mean, I've been very productive at work and it's gone very, very busy all of a sudden, which is very good news for my work. It's actually very good news for me and Mum, aka Nancy, because all of a sudden, and I don't know whether it's since the budget maybe, but all of a sudden, house selling and moving this last couple of weeks has suddenly taken off again. And so I'm super, super busy at work. Mum is getting loads of viewers at her house. I haven't had any yet here, but she's getting lots of interest at her house. And it's all been a bit house motivated again this week. So I managed to get her, bless her, to the garden centre last Sunday, which has turned into Christmas already. So there's a little bit of a hint of Christmas in this week's vlog, a little look around the garden centre, which Nancy absolutely loved. I did as well, but she absolutely loves seeing the Christmas things. So we did that. And then I've done you a little bit of a day in the life this week, one of my days off work, where I actually did a little bit of house hunting. So there's that to show you and see how I got on and sort of where we're at with everything and the ideas that we've got for moving. And I'm just keeping everything crossed that something happens quite soon, although as I said in my previous vlogs, there's no major rush. And I think we are probably a little bit too close to Christmas now to even consider the thought of moving before Christmas. I don't really think that is achievable. So with that in mind, I've also started thinking about Christmas and I've started thinking about vlogmas and what we're going to do and those kind of things. And I've started to think about how I am going to decorate my house for Christmas and the preparation for decorating before Christmas. So I haven't started that yet, but I do want to have a real good concerted effort this week at getting these kitchen cupboards sorted and cleaned out, making room for all the different bits and pieces that will be coming in food-wise in the run up to Christmas. So I've got lots of things lined up, but I also wanted to share with you something that we are going to do throughout Vlogmas. And if you have followed me for a while and watched last year's Vlogmas videos, you will know that the Invisible Chef, aka Paul, also had quite an input. God bless him, and I couldn't have done Vlogmas without him last year, so I'm definitely not going to do it without him this year. But the Invisible Chef actually took lots of different recipes from the Nigel Slater cookbook last year, and sort of every other episode or so he did something really amazing with one of Nigel Slater's Christmas recipes, and it was absolutely great. And at the end of it I did a giveaway where someone won the actual book, and I think I did gift vouchers as well. So I'm definitely going to do another giveaway throughout Vlogmas this year. But we have chosen a new cookbook to follow throughout Vlogmas. So it's just arrived. We've got it off Amazon and I will link it down below for you. Nigella Lawson's easy to follow recipes and reassuring advice. And what I loved was this on the back. It says, "What comes out of your kitchen means more than anything a shop ever will. The satisfaction of the season can stem from the stove." And as it says, easy to follow recipes. We're all in a hurry, aren't we, over Christmas? Absolutely beautiful looking Christmas things in here. So the Invisible Chef is definitely going to be doing quite a selection of these lovely festive dishes. Oh, my mouth's watering just looking at this book. These lovely festive dishes. And what we will do at the end of Vlogmas as part of the giveaway, we will let you have this actual book as used by the Invisible Chef. Now, I shall try to keep it as pristine as I possibly can. You may find there might be a little bit of egg and flour on it from time to time in certain pages, and they might all get stuck together, but it'll be unique. It'll be unique, and you will know that the Invisible Chef has used this throughout the festive season. So no, we'll try and keep it as pristine as possible. But what a lovely cookbook. I know it's been out for a while, Some of you may already have this. Let me know if you actually follow any of these recipes yourself and are doing through the festive season. But yeah, that's a really good purchase this week, and I'm really excited. I've decided on my Christmas tree colours, and I've got lots and lots of thoughts floating around. But let's get back to this week. A little bit of a day in the life of Polly Johnson, all things good. I hope you do enjoy this week's video, so let's get into it. So on Sunday I managed to get Nancy out and about, and we went to Dobby's Garden Centre in Shenstone, which she absolutely loves all through the year. But guess what? They have started on Christmas. You should have seen the look on her face when those doors opened. She was absolutely delighted to see the Christmas decorations starting to come out in the store, and well, I was as well. We had a good old mooch round, and it was absolutely lovely. Just the ticket to get us into the Christmas mood. I've always been a morning person, and I do like to get up relatively early, but every day of the week my mornings start the same really. I get up and I get straight out of bed and I come downstairs. I don't shower first or get ready first. I always come down to the kitchen first, make myself my first cup of coffee of the morning, feed the cats, and then do a few little jobs in the kitchen if I haven't emptied the dishwasher from the night before or there's washing up to be put away. This is the time that I do it. And I also have my breakfast at this time, and it's a little bit of me time. But I also have my breakfast before I shower, because that way I can have my medication, which I have to take with food. So this first hour of the day is always quite nice, even though I'm pottering about and doing some jobs. It's a little bit of me time, and I can have my breakfast in peace and quiet. Now, if this was a work day, after my breakfast I'd be showered, dressed and off to work. But today is actually a non-work day. But it does mean that I have lots and lots in my schedule, and I have to look after Nancy, and I've got some appointments. So even my days off from the office are always very, very full. About. I've been to see Mother. She's fine, but it's very wet and damp and cold today, so she's staying in the warm. I have come house viewing, so I'm just waiting outside for the agent to arrive on this house that I'm looking at. I'm seeing two today actually, and it's beautiful and it's in a nice spot, but I don't know why it's the price that it is. It's a mystery. Anyway, I'm on time. The agent, it would seem, is late. I don't like that. Good impressions and all that, first impressions and all that. Anyway, I shall hang on a few minutes. But yeah, nice spot. Still in the same village that I live in, but you can hear workmen in the background. So this part of the estate is still a little bit unfinished. But not that it would cause a problem. But yeah, nice little spot. So I shall just have to see. Hopefully I shall be going in soon. I've come back in the warmth of the car because the agent is running late. But I had to phone them to find that out. Anyway, so the house I'm looking at first today, I think is about 12 to 18 months old, but it's not being sold by the builder, it's been sold by the homeowners. So they obviously haven't lived here very long. And yeah, so we'll have a look at that one. The one I'm seeing later on today, which potentially is very interesting because they're selling off the original show home that was also on this estate for one of the builders. And there's quite a good deal on it. And also it would mean that if we could sell Mum's property, then it's possible that my property could be part exchanged because it's a new build. So that takes out a lot of stress and hassle of trying to sell two properties. But until I know the full situation, until I know whether I like the house, that's, a mystery at the moment. But I had sort of stopped looking at houses because we're not sold yet. But the one I'm going to look at now has literally just come on the market last week. And the show home one obviously gives us the potential of not having to sell one of the properties. So that's the reason I have come to look at properties today. So it is Thursday, it's one of my days off. I have already seen Nancy, aka Mom. It's very damp and drizzly today, so not taken her out. It really is cold and damp today, so not good for Nancy. She's got a little bit of a cough this week as well. She's okay, but she has got a bit of a cough. And so a good opportunity to see these two houses. And at the moment, that's just sort of giving you an idea how I'm cramming in things in my week. So on my 2 days off, Tuesdays and Thursdays, is obviously, shopping and things to do with Nancy. But also at the moment, I'm having the added input of looking after the two houses and keeping them nice and clean and tidy in case we get viewers, and potentially looking at houses as well. So it is a very, very busy time. Plus, Christmas is around the corner and I need to get my thinking cap on for vlogmas as well. That's going to be really hard work this year because life is very, very much busier this year. But we shall see how that all pans out. And actually I've got 2 days in Exeter middle of December as well. So two or three of the vlogmas videos will come from Exeter because Adam has got his second graduation, his graduation from his master's degree in the middle of December. So I've booked my hotel for that. And as I say, I've had to call the agent to say there's no homeowners here. And I presumed it was the agent showing me around. So I rang to say, is it the homeowner or is it the agent showing me around? I said, no, it is the agent. I'm sure she'll be there in a few minutes. But it's a good job I'm not in a major rush. The other one is later on this afternoon. So I'll just sit here in the cold, wet, damp and wait. But you would think that, a quick phone call wouldn't go amiss, would it? Just to say, we're running a few minutes late or something. They're local agents to this local area. So it's not like they've got to come miles and miles, unless the lady in question is on another viewing. So anyway, yeah. I've done some Christmas shopping already. Amazon love me. I have done some Christmas shopping already. And actually, I have already chosen the colour theme for my Christmas tree this year. Oh yes, I have. I know it's only the start of November, but I've already decided that this year my Christmas tree is going to be gold and white. Last year it was silver and white. This year it's going to be gold and white. So I have bought a few extra Christmas decorations that I will show you from Amazon. And I've also decided that I'm going to wrap all my presents in gold paper this year as well. So under the tree we'll have all the gold presents, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting the tree up, actually, to be honest. But not yet. It'll be the 1st of December. I always keep it to the 1st of December, or as near to the 1st of December as I can, because I have to do it on one of my days off or a weekend day. And obviously Christmas, when does Christmas fall? Christmas Day is a Wednesday, I think, this year. But it'll be up way before then. Obviously, it needs to be up for vlogmas. So, yeah, what a busy few weeks. I suppose it's a busy time for everybody, isn't it? But a busy few weeks. Oh, there's a car coming. I hope it's the agent. I think it might be. Here we go. Oh, I'm freezing. I've just put the heating on so you can hear my boiler whirling around in the background. I am freezing. I've just come back from the viewing of the first house I looked at today, which nearly was a complete disaster because the agent ended up being 25 minutes late, and then the key that she brought with her didn't fit the house. So we spent another 20 minutes on the phone to the head office of the agent, who then had to ring the owners of the house for us then to find out that it was a backdoor key. We managed to get through the back garden and into the back door, but the key was bent, so we had to unbend it to be able to get in. Needless to say, 40 minutes after my appointment time, I was in the house. So I have all the particulars here, and very nice, but looks much bigger on the outside than it is actually on the inside, which is an unusual one for me. I'm finding some houses are actually bigger on the inside than they are on the outside. But anyway, so it was lovely, except the only way it would work for Nancy would be for the garage to be her own little annex. Now, they have already turned it into a garage conversion, so it is actually already a room. It's plastered, it has beautiful spotlights, has beautiful flooring, has heating, and then at the back of the garage outside they've made like a bar area. So if you actually took down that back wall of the garage and made the bar area internal, although she'd like a bar, wouldn't she, for her gin and tonic, you could actually turn that bar area into a wet room, so she could effectively have totally her own annex. But you then got to think about the fact that she wouldn't be in there all the time. That would be her bedroom stroke bathroom, and she'd want to be in a communal space some of the time. And the kitchen was half the size of the kitchen I have now. It did have a utility, but small. It was small, and the lounge was really tiny. So I think that one is a no, although I wouldn't rule it out completely at this stage. But I've got another one to look at this afternoon, which is more exciting for me, I think, because it's the new build show home that's come on the market, and potentially, as I say, there could be that part exchange involvement if it was something we liked. So before I go back out in the cold, I was just going to show you the little bits from Amazon that I picked up, the Christmas bits for my gold Christmas tree. So I've bought a few little extra gold decorations for the tree, because I know I've already got some somewhere, well obviously with the Christmas decorations, but these I found are from Valerie Madeline, and the little selection boxes, I bought two. I bought this one, and I bought some baubles as well. So in this one you've got sort of standard baubles, but we've got a white one with Merry Christmas glitter on, and then we've got a gold one with a white Christmas tree on. I thought they were quite nice. These are very reasonably priced. I should link them in the description box down below for you. And these ones are kind of jingly jangly. So we've got little Christmas tree bells and hearts and snowflakes and reindeers and all sorts of bits and pieces on there. And I also got some lovely new glittery, so I'm not going to open them because there'll be glitter all over the floor and it's not Christmas yet. I don't mind glitter all over the floor in December, but not in November. I got some picks. I do love a pick in the Christmas tree. So I got some sort of almost rose gold coloured. A bit difficult to see, isn't it? Look how glitzy they are, beautiful. And some very, very gold pick leaves for the tree. I also got some ribbons for the tree because I do like to have a ribbon on my Christmas tree. And when it's Vlogmas and you see me put my tree together, you'll understand what I do with these on the Christmas tree. So 2 really lovely glitzy snowflakey gold reels of ribbon. I got some other very sparkly gold ribbon. They look like sellotape, don't they? Look like rolls of sellotape when you do that. They're not glitzy rolls, look. But they are going to be, I think, more for bows, for presents. And on that note, I got gold wrapping paper. I got some very, very shiny gold wrapping paper. That's a 2-pack. But I also got this one, which is like gold tin foil. Very, very gold. And I also got a multi-pack that's got some gold and black in. It's got some ribbon, it's got some, it's upside down. It's, oh no, it's not. It can be either way. I'm very upside down today. It's got little gift tags with it, multi-pack. See, it's like that, or it could be that way up. It could be that way up, who knows. Anyway, we've got gold and black going on in there, that way up. It's one of those days today. Gold and black in there. So there's a few little extra things I've got. I'm very much looking forward to putting on my Christmas tree. And now it's time for a cup of something. I think I'm going to have coffee. I'm going to have a cup of coffee to keep me awake. And then I have got a couple of piles of washing to do. Tumble dryer's already on, so the rest of the washing will take me up to me going back out again. And then it'll be time for dinner. And before you know it, the day's gone. Flies, isn't it? Flies. You know, I'll put these away first, make myself a cup of coffee. Can't wait to put these on the tree. It is now 6:25. I have been to the second house viewing. We've had tea, Nancy's had her dinner, and this is about the time of day now where I do get a little bit of time. I say to myself, I get my own time at home, if that makes sense. Anyway, second house that I went to view, the show home. Beautiful, but too small, actually. Very, very overpriced for the size inside, which was a shame. I had high hopes for that. But I have had a couple of phone calls this afternoon, and there are 2 more sets of people interested in Mum's house. We've got 2 lots of viewings coming up there. So that's good. We've got some movement on viewing, so that's good. So it's been another full day, a busy day. House viewings have come to nothing, really, which is a bit of a shame. But now is the time I sort of get a chance to sit down for a couple of hours and watch a bit of telly or do some things that I need to do, my own paperwork or my own finishing off any jobs in the house and things like that. And then it's time for bed, because today being my day off means tomorrow is a work day, and I get up at 5:30 for a work day. So I always try and have an early-ish night as well, so I get a good night's sleep. So that really is my day off schedule kind of thing at the moment. So yeah, I don't get a minute. And some days when it's my day off, obviously I have to go shopping as well. I didn't need to go food shopping today. I did that on Tuesday of this week. So sometimes there's that as well. So as you can see, I'm generally in my house, at my house, in my house, at my house on my days off. So I'm enjoying my evening times at the moment, because that's when I do get to be sat down in my own house having a bit of chill time. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm actually making a list of vlogmas ideas. So I've got my work cut out in my evenings actually over the next week or two, planning what vlogmas will be. You can see, I don't know why I've got my reading glasses on to film. Planning vlogmas, because that's going to be full on. So I'm just going to finish that. I'm going to have a cup of tea. I think I might have one of my Mother Nature teas this evening, and I'm going to go and sit and watch the telly and have a bit of a chill out before it's time to go to bed and on to another day. So here we are, having our moment on the bed. My little bit of peace and quiet for a few minutes in the week. And, you know, like everybody, you know, my week is full, it's busy. And you only had a glimpse this week of what I would get up to on a day off, for example. And bearing in mind that we're all very much on tap now for Nancy. So one of us in the household is doing whatever meal it is she requires in the day. Generally, she can sometimes do her own breakfast because she just has a piece of toast maybe. But one of us is doing lunch, one of us is doing evening meal, and whoever's not doing that, they will pop in and see her anyway at some point in the day. So there's a tremendous amount of back and forth, and there's not a tremendous amount of me being in my own house. So we are looking forward to the time where we are all under one roof, because also it will save money in terms of bills as well, because we are dealing with two houses at the moment, you know, paying two lots of bills, doing two lots of everything and dashing backwards and forwards, where if we're all under one roof, it's one house, one set of bills, we all share it between us, don't we? And hopefully that process will happen and will be smooth enough for Nancy to cope with as well, although she's very in for it, you know, she's very, very much loving the idea. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. It's a process, isn't it? It's a process. So yesterday was, well, it's Remembrance Weekend anyway, isn't it? And particularly for me, because yesterday would have been my sister's birthday, November the 9th. And she would have been 58, I think. Anyway, if you don't know, she passed away in 2013. So she was only 45, 46 when she passed away. 45, I think. And she had bowel cancer. So, and yes, her birthday is November the 9th. So I always reflect, I think about Sarah all the time, obviously, because she's my sister, my only sister. And, you know, we were very close, and it was very sad, and I loved her very much. So I think about it all the time, really. But I am one of these people that I do think about those people on anniversaries more so. So when it's someone's birthday or the anniversary of their passing, or it's Christmas, or it's Easter, or it's, you know, a family time, which is always very important to me. I miss those people more, obviously, naturally. And so, yeah, I've been very reflective of her and the sort of the things we used to get up to and all those kind of things over the last couple of days. But it is Remembrance Sunday as well today. So for all of you, remembering whoever it is in your family or your friends, or whether it's someone that's worked in the services, the armed forces, or whether you're just thinking of a loved one, I send my love to you. Lots of love and virtual hugs to you this weekend. My son, Adam, is also working at the National Memorial Arboretum, and he's absolutely loving it because it's him all over, and he loves history anyway and those kind of things, and he's just qualified at his master's degree, so he's got a little job up there, which is great, and it's only a couple of miles from where we live. And I think we have a royal visit today or tomorrow, so I don't know who it is he's going to meet, but I think he's going to meet someone. That's quite exciting, isn't it? So all things are working out good for the kids. Grace is doing okay. She's busy. She's thinking about her Christmas shopping, and she's seeing friends, so she's coping very well. Thank you again for all of your lovely comments for her over her not so good news over the past couple of weeks, but she's doing really, really well. Thank you so much. And yes, so I'm just going to crack on to a new week. And I am starting to think about the run up to Christmas, especially because I do vlogmas. I know it sounds early, mid-November, but because I do vlogmas and I have to be very prepared and organised for daily vlogging throughout the month of December, I've also got to think about these last few vlogs before Vlogmas starts. So there is an awful lot for me to do. But I do want to start doing some things in the house, not just because of moving, which is it's going to be a good idea to start doing some sorting out anyway, but because I want to get, you know, kitchen cupboards clear and the areas clear that I will put decorations in at some point. And also I have started Christmas shopping and I don't really have anywhere to hide Christmas presents. So I might even have to do some wrapping early so that they're wrapped and out of the way, or wrapped and put into the garage or somewhere. I don't have enough storage space in this house, so that's why we need to move. We do need a bigger house. If anybody would like to do a house swap with me, do let me know. I need 4 bedrooms and I definitely want a utility. There we go. And we need a downstairs extra room for Nancy. So anyway, put your thinking caps on. If you know anybody who wants to do a house swap, let me know. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this week's video and you've had a good week yourself, and love to you all on this Remembrance weekend. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday, and until then, stay safe, stay in the boat, keep doing all things good. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.